Rightio, so today's goal, take the Cressida 7M out and swap harness and sensors and everything over from the Supra 7M that we just travelled 12 odd hours to go and get. From there, rightio, let's put it in there and get at it. Rightio, so this is a 7M that we just travelled to Sydney to go and get. 12-hour drive. We left at quarter to 6 in the morning. We got home at 8:30 at night. This motor has already done 2 laps of Bathurst on the way home. So we have in here, I think it was an 88 or 89 MX83 MX83 Cressida engine. This is a grey plug ECU. Obviously that's an 86 yellow plug ECU. So the idea, this is a known running motor, so the idea is to take all the sensors and wiring harness off that and put it onto this so we can have a running engine that plugs in. So first step, we need to pull this motor out. It's not bolted in, it's just sitting in there, so this shouldn't be too long. We'll just pull this one out. So this is the Cressida 7M. I think one of the main differences is a single intake, whereas the Supra's got a dual intake. Throttle body's different. Injector colours are different. Distributor. Yeah, so the Supra distributor, there's the plug here on the Cressida, so the Cressida plug's on the top, so the distributors are different, we'll have to swap them, plus probably a few other things, so we'll just get stuck into it. So having a look at this and giving this some thought, I think probably the smartest thing to do would be just to strip the Cressida block of everything that I think is going to be different. I know the alternator is going to be different. The water neck is pretty close to the same, but the sensors are different. So I might leave the water neck. Distributor is definitely different. What else have we got? Looking at the power steering, the AC. Looking at the AC, it looks very similar. Power steering looks different, but not really by much. That might still work. Definitely the tensioner brackets for the alternator. I think probably best bet is just to strip the Cressida motor of all electrical components, or areas of electrical components. I know there's one difference here with the dipstick on the Supra. The dipstick comes out between the engine mount on the Cressida because the sump is different. It comes out just near the oil filter there, so in a different spot. So we'll have to, I believe there's a little bit of a spot there we're going to have to drill out for the dipstick, because we need to change the sump to a rear sump. This has a GTE sump on it. We had it sitting in the car, so we have to put the sump and oil pump from that one into this one. So I think it's just going to be a matter of strip this one, take the gearbox and everything off because the gearbox isn't going to work, the wiring harness is different, and then just transfer everything straight over. So I think that'll be the go. We'll just strip the Cressida 7M and we'll go from there.
Don't wanna sleep in, cause I got something to prove. I gotta take what I hate and finally make a move. I think of you and all the shit you don't do. Well, I'ma make hella sure that I don't become you. I have no regrets, yeah, I'll tie up my chest. I'll never forget what it's like to be in debt. Been stabbed in the back bed, I'll show you what happens. Pass me the mic and I'll show you with action. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you can never own. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you can never own. So fight and die for the things you know you love. Do what you think is right, and see life do what you want. So fight and die for the things you know you love. Do what you think is right, and see life do what you want. So give me.
Looks pretty good. It's pretty clean, eh?
Games look good. That belt's brand new. That belt is not old at all.
That belt is good. I'm happy with that belt.
It's tight as well. That tension is
And there's
good.
our timing lines.
Oh wow, that's easy.
So we just have to turn that
Till these little teeth right here.
till all three line up, and then we're at top dead center.
Tooth there as well. Which is going to be this rotation right here.
I think that's our timing mark there. So that's 0 there.
0.
Top dead, or pretty
L and
damn
R
close
is
to it.
On point as well.
Righto, so top dead center, that's good. That means we can swap dizzies, but we need to put that one on top dead center as well. So
Scars, I'm a human being. Cover them with tattoos so you can't see. Knew it from the start, you had problems with me and the things I could be, I just wish I had seen. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you could never own. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you can never own. So fight and die for the things you know you love. Do what you think is right, and see life do what you want. So fight and die for the things you know you love. Do what you think is right, and see life do
Okay, so quick update. I've got the intake, injectors and part of the fuel system off the old Supra motor, and I have at the moment just transferred the injectors onto the MX83 block, old motor, which is going into a Supra, so hence why we're swapping everything over. But injectors are swapped. Next will be what is down here for fuel system, fuel pump, knock sensors, wiring and so forth that goes through the lower plenum there, and then obviously we've got the upper plenum, the upper intake, and then I think we will need to do gearboxes because the plugs and wiring are different. So just another quick comparison of what I was explaining about before with the oil pump. So this is the Cressida oil pump. This is the Supra oil pump. So physically they're different. That hose comes out the front. This one it's out the back. Now the biggest problem is this mounting hole. So on this one it's, you know, say 3 o'clock, but on this one it's at 12 o'clock, so it's 11 o'clock. So we need to drill and tap that hole inside the block. So let me just show you where that is. So that's the Cressida oil pump mounting hole. That is the Supra, but as you can see, not sure if you can see, but there's no thread in that at all. So I'm going to have to tap a thread in there so I can mount the oil pump. So we have a little bit of success. We have the Cressida automatic trans no longer connected to the old Cressida motor, under the flex plate, and then we do the same on the old Supra motor. God knows what we're going to do with this old beast, but we shall work something out. In the meantime, we'll keep cracking on. Rightio. Yeah, gearbox is on. Supra gearbox is on. Not really much else to do. We need to get a intake manifold gasket. Just put all these braces and vacuum lines and everything on. Once that goes on, starter motor's in. Cables are there. I've got to put this front plate back on for the gearbox. Cover plate. Everything else looks good. Exhaust manifold. That gasket looks okay. Actually, there's no gasket there, so we'll have to do that. So intake gasket, exhaust gasket. I still need to get the knock sensor. Dipstick is done. I didn't see the need to take this dipstick out. It's not going to hit anything. It's hitting the sump if anything, so I might just shorten that. But yeah, that is pretty much it. Converted. Still a few more things to go, but that's a lot of the hard work done. Everything else should just bolt up pretty easy. A few more little things like the oil cooler return to the sump, which is just here on top. Engine mounts are all done. It's just a nut and bolt check now and just finalize everything. Just looking at it, making sure everything's done. Here's the Supra block. So we'll probably strip this one down, see what's wrong with it, rebuild it. That way we've got a spare if we ever need it. Maybe put a manual behind this one. Maybe turbo this one, who knows. But yeah, future. And then sneak peek at the 5S FE out of a 98 Camry. That will be Put in the GT4 with a Gen 2 3 GTE head on it and everything that's needed. But yes, that's a different episode, different video. But for now,